to do after realizing they had sinned against the Lord in Deuteronomy chapter 1. Answer: they decided to go up and fight. In Deuteronomy 1 verse 41, the Israelites acknowledged their sin against the Lord and decided to go up and fight, despite being warned not to, as the Lord was not with them. Who was the king of Bashan that the Israelites defeated under Moses' leadership? Answer: Og. In Deuteronomy 3 verse 3, it is recorded that the Lord delivered Og, the king of Bashan, into the hands of the Israelites, and they defeated him and his people. What did Moses ask God in Deuteronomy chapter 3? Answer: to let him see the good land beyond Jordan. In Deuteronomy 3 verse 25, Moses prays to God, saying, I pray thee, let me go over and see the good land that is beyond Jordan, that goodly mountain, and Lebanon. What does Deuteronomy 6 warn against doing, as it could provoke God's anger? Answer: worshiping other gods. Deuteronomy 6 warns against going after other gods, emphasizing that the Lord is a jealous God and that such actions could kindle his anger and lead to destruction. What did the Lord promise to send among the nations to help the Israelites in Deuteronomy chapter 7? Answer: Hornets. In Deuteronomy 7 verse 20, it is stated, Moreover the Lord thy God will send the hornet among them, until they that are left, and hide themselves from thee, be destroyed. What did God provide to the Israelites during their 40 years in the wilderness to teach them that man does not live by bread alone? Answer: manna. In Deuteronomy 8 verse 3, it is stated that God fed the Israelites with manna, which they did not know, to teach them that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. What does Deuteronomy 10 verse 17 say about the nature of God? Answer: he is a God of gods and Lord of lords. Deuteronomy 10 verse 17 describes God as God of gods and Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty, and a terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward. What is the land that God promised to the Israelites described as? Answer: a land of milk and honey. The land promised to the Israelites is described as a land that floweth with milk and honey in Deuteronomy 11 verse 9. This description emphasizes the fertility and abundance of the land, contrasting it with the land of Egypt, which required manual irrigation. What were the Israelites commanded to do with the places where the nations they were to possess served their gods? Answer: utterly destroy them. In Deuteronomy 12 verses 2-3, the Israelites are commanded to utterly destroy all the places wherein the nations which ye shall possess served their gods, upon the high mountains, and upon the hills, and under every green tree, and ye shall overthrow their altars, and break their pillars, and burn their groves with fire, and ye shall hew down the graven images of their gods, and destroy the names of them out of that place. Who was the only person from the evil generation allowed to see the promised land according to Deuteronomy chapter 1? Answer: Caleb. According to Deuteronomy 1 verse 36, Caleb the son of Jephunneh was the only one from the evil generation who was allowed to see the promised land because he wholly followed the Lord. What did the Israelites do to the cities of King Og of Bashan? Answer: they destroyed the cities and all their inhabitants. In Deuteronomy 3, it is recorded that the Israelites, under God's command, utterly destroyed the cities of King Og of Bashan, including the men, women, and children, leaving no survivors. What did Moses command Joshua regarding the kingdoms they would encounter? Answer: to fight them with the Lord's help. Moses commanded Joshua, "Ye shall not fear them, for the Lord your God, he shall fight for you." Deuteronomy 3 verse 22. What did God instruct the Israelites to do with his commandments in Deuteronomy chapter 6? Answer: to bind them on their hands and foreheads. In Deuteronomy 6 verse 8, God instructs the Israelites to bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. What did God command the Israelites to do with the altars and images of the nations they were to conquer? Answer: destroy them and burn their images with fire. In Deuteronomy 7 verse 5, God commanded the Israelites to destroy the altars, break down the images, cut down the groves, and burn the graven images with fire. What type of land did the Lord promise to bring the Israelites into according to Deuteronomy chapter 8? Answer: a land of brooks of water, wheat, and barley. In Deuteronomy 8 verses 7 to 9, the Lord describes the land promised to the Israelites as a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat, and barley, and vines, and fig trees, and pomegranates, a land of oil olive, and honey. What does Deuteronomy 10 say about how God treats strangers? Answer: He loves them and provides for them. In Deuteronomy 10, it is stated that God loveth the stranger, in giving him food and raiment. What promise did God make to the Israelites regarding the land they would possess? Answer: that their territory would extend from the wilderness to the Euphrates River. In Deuteronomy 11 verse 24, God promises the Israelites that every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours, from the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river Euphrates, even unto the uttermost sea shall your coast be. What ritual did the elders of the city perform when a slain man was found, and the murderer was unknown? Answer: they took a heifer to a rough valley and broke its neck. According to Deuteronomy 21 verses 3 to 4, when a slain man was found and the murderer was unknown, the elders of the city nearest to the body were to take a heifer that had never been worked and bring it to a rough valley to break its neck. This ritual was part of a ceremony to atone for the innocent blood shed and to seek forgiveness from God. What does Deuteronomy 16 instruct about the appointment of judges and officers? Answer: they should be appointed in all the gates of the cities. Deuteronomy 16 verse 18 states, Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee, throughout thy tribes, and they shall judge the people with just judgment. This instruction emphasizes the importance of having judges and officers in every city gate to ensure justice is administered fairly across all tribes. What is forbidden to be sacrificed to the Lord according to Deuteronomy 17? Answer: a bullock with a blemish. According to Deuteronomy 17, it is forbidden to sacrifice a bullock or sheep with any blemish to the Lord, as it is considered an abomination. What does Deuteronomy 7 verse 21 say about God's presence among the Israelites? Answer: the Lord thy God is among you, a mighty God and terrible. In Deuteronomy 7 verse 21, it is stated, Thou shalt not be affrighted at them, for the Lord thy God is among you, a mighty God and terrible. What is the consequence for a false witness according to Deuteronomy 19? Answer: the false witness receives the same punishment they intended for the accused. According to Deuteronomy 19 verses 18 to 19, if a witness is found to be false, they are to be punished with the same penalty they sought to impose on the accused, thereby removing the evil from among the people. What should a man do if he has planted a vineyard but has not yet eaten from it, according to Deuteronomy 20? Answer: he should return home. According to Deuteronomy 20 verse 6, a man who has planted a vineyard and has not yet eaten from it should return to his house, lest he die in battle and another man eat of it. What is the prescribed punishment for a stubborn and rebellious son according to Deuteronomy 21? Answer: he is stoned to death by the men of his city. According to Deuteronomy 21 verses 18 to 21, if a man has a stubborn and rebellious son who does not obey his parents even after discipline, the parents are to bring him to the elders of the city, and the men of the city shall stone him to death to remove the evil from among them. What promise does God make to the Israelites if they diligently keep His commandments according to Deuteronomy 11? Answer: they will possess greater and mightier nations. In Deuteronomy 11 verse 23, it is stated, "Then will the Lord drive out all these nations from before you, and ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourselves." Thank you for embarking on this challenging journey through the book of Deuteronomy with us. We hope you enjoy testing your knowledge and pushing your biblical understanding to new heights. Whether you aced the quiz or discovered areas for further exploration, remember that the wisdom of the Bible is truly boundless. If you found this quiz enlightening and engaging, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and fellow Bible enthusiasts. Make sure to subscribe for more thought-provoking quizzes and deep dives into the scriptures. Your feedback and comments are always welcome, so feel free to share your scores, thoughts, or suggestions for future quizzes below. Together, let's continue to seek and uncover the profound truths of the book of Deuteronomy and the Bible as a whole. Thank you for joining us on this quest for biblical wisdom, and may you be blessed on your journey of faith and discovery. Stay tuned for more exciting adventures ahead.